Listen, we're in the Champions League. We're in the Champions League. Finishing top 3. We're in the Champions League. Where's Liverpool? Not there. Where's Chelsea? Not there. Where's Spurs? Not there. Oh my God! You're not going blood because you did not.
Oh, that intro every single time. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to United View. Hope everyone is doing very well. Welcome back to another match preview. It's Galatasaray versus Manchester United in Istanbul. The record's not great in Turkey, DJ, but we still got to fight. It's win or bust. If we win, we keep our Champions League chances alive. If we draw, we're out. If we lose, we're out. Simple as that. With a few wrinkles in there when it comes to Copenhagen and all that kind of stuff. Nevertheless, DJ, joined by you again. I think it's because we did the preview for Everton and we won 3-0. So I went, well, I've got to get DJ back because I believe in...
Good luck, charm.
You know, exactly. Good luck, charm. And all that kind of stuff. So how are you feeling about the game on Wednesday?
Do you know what? I'm feeling slightly optimistic. I think, I don't think both of us kind of knew that we was going to pull off that type of win against Everton, especially at Goodison. So I think there's life in this Manchester United team just yet. So I'm hoping that we can, carry it on to the next game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a strange one, isn't it, with this? Because our form in the Premier League recently has been so different to the Champions League this season that we've only won one game. I mean, the rest have all been defeats. I mean, we lost, obviously, away against Bayern Munich. We lost at home against Galatasaray. We won against Copenhagen at home. And then, obviously, we know what happened last time when we played Copenhagen away with the drama that was involved in that game. Speaking of which, because of that, no Marcus Rashford. Of course, he's suspended just for this game. So he will be back for the final game against Bayern, if indeed it matters or not. Bit of team news as well. Erik ten Hag has confirmed that Antony, Rasmus Højlund, they're both back after missing out at the game at the weekend due to injuries. Antony picked up a knock in training. That's why he missed the game against Everton. Højlund, of course, we knew prior to the international break that he was going to be missing some time. With that being said then, DJ, what do you think that starting 11 looks like for us tomorrow?
I have no idea. I think he'll probably go with Antony just for the balance. I think Antony does come back into the team. I think Højlund does start as well just because of his scoring exploits within the Champions League.
I think so. Martial did all right.
Martial did all right, but I do think he'll bring Højlund in because he might want to get Højlund up to speed for the league. So he might, put it this way, Martial may start, and I think maybe Højlund will come on maybe 70th minute, 60th if Martial's having a stinker. But yeah, he'll definitely have some part to play. I think Garnacho, obviously, he'll keep his left wing spot easily. And I think we're just speaking just before at the top of the show, just Mainoo. Like, does Mainoo come into this game? I think the answer is yes. I think maybe it's even a game for Sofyan Amrabat to try and get him up to speed, try and get him involved. And I think is again another game for Luke Shaw again to keep him ticking along. So maybe even Wan-Bissaka, if he's fit enough to come in. I think maybe Wan-Bissaka comes in to get some minutes. I think right now, look, it's a must-win game. We know that. But I think Ten Hag can also use this game as to bring other players in that haven't had as much football as others and try and get them kind of ticking for the league. The league is kind of the priority at the moment. So, and, there's probably a lot of United fans like, how dare you say the league's the priority? But it kind of is. We have to finish somewhere respectable in the league. We have to start getting points on the board. Obviously, it's a must-win game tomorrow, but I do think that United have enough to do it. I am optimistic.
Yeah, I think there's probably going to be just the one change, which I think is Rashford out, and I think Antony replace him. Apart from that, I think the starting 11 will be the same, just because that's what Ten Hag likes. If something works, he doesn't like making that many changes. And let's face it, Everton, it worked. We were under pressure, and particularly in the first half, I don't think we played that well at all, actually. We were really under the cosh, but we got through it. And I think you'll look at that and say, all right, cool. Then I'm just going to stick with the same. I can't play... If Rashford was available, I think we'd have an exact same starting 11, but of course he's not. And I think because Rashford's been playing on the right, actually it makes the one in, one out quite seamless because it just means, Antony's back, he just goes on the right instead of Rashford. Yeah. Everything else stays as is. And I think with Højlund, I think that Martial will probably start just out of maybe a bit of a precaution for Højlund a little bit, just to say, actually, he's just come back from a muscle injury, hamstring that had him out for 2 or 3 weeks. Do we really want him starting hostile atmosphere? Probably not. We'll bring him on inevitably when Martial has to come off because he won't complete the 90 minutes. Still hasn't done it. Didn't do it at the weekend either.
Crazy.
Still hasn't done it. So I think that'll probably be the same. And I think you're right, Kobbie Mainoo. Look, Erik ten Hag said it in the press conference. He was asked, do you have any concerns about putting, you know, an 18-year-old that's just made his first Premier League start into such a hostile and big game like Galatasaray away? And he went, well, if he's good enough, he's old enough. So I think that is near enough a confirmation that Kobbie Mainoo is starting. And in fact, DJ, in fact, not only is he starting, is he like one of our most important players on the pitch if we want to get a result on Wednesday?
I think he is. And, you know, I have to sort of give myself some props. So, and I do have to give DJ the old pat on the back, because I was saying at the top of the season with our team, I was saying, look, I'm telling you, Mainoo's been, you know, you could see in pre-season, Ten Hag was grooming him for some sort of position right now in the team. And evidently, we knew that the talent was there. I think what was in question was, you know, his age. Would Ten Hag want to gamble putting a young player in there just because of, you know, every game seems to be extremely important for Manchester United at the moment? And I think the answer to your question is definitely yes. I think he has shown his technical ability alone. He has shown that he actually is better than McTominay. He has shown that he can give Casemiro a run for his money. He has shown that he is doing better than Amrabat right now. He offers you certain things that those players, even though Casemiro is a worldie in his heyday, Mainoo is offering you a little bit more in terms of his attributes and his skill set. And I think we're seeing that in dividends. We're seeing him being able to receive the ball off the back four, comfortably under pressure, able to dribble out. That's something that Casemiro and the rest of our players don't really have at the moment. So I think he's a welcome addition. And I think, you know, it's just about keeping him fit. Fingers crossed, because he is an important player now. He's probably, in my opinion, our most important midfielder that we have. So, and defensively, his defensive contributions were great too. So, just long may it continue for him.
Yeah, I mean, particularly, like I said, he's one of our probably most important. I know it's crazy to say that he's just made his first Premier League start, but also I think in addition, when you talk about the injuries that we have in the midfield as well, when you've got Casemiro injured, Eriksen injured, Mount injured, we just don't have that many midfielders anyway. Yeah. Particularly ones that can do what Kobbie Mainoo was doing against Everton at the weekend, as you mentioned, both defensively and offensively. And I agree. I think he's going to be really, really important, particularly because of the atmosphere. We should move on to the atmosphere because, look, they say welcome to hell. We've never won away at Turkey. I don't think we scored a goal away in Turkey.
I don't think so. No,
historically, it's not good. And we're going to need that, like, Kobbie Mainoo composure, realistically, because against Everton, we were so erratic at points. We couldn't manage the game, giving the ball away. I mean, we kind of got away with it in a sense against Everton. Do you think we can get away with it against Galatasaray, or are we going to have to up those levels and actually make sure we keep our discipline and keep our composure?
Yeah, I think composure is the key word for the performance. The stakes are high, but how you combat that is you try and be compact, you try and be, you know, regimented, you try and have everything in order that you need to be, and ball retention is going to be extremely important against them. Kind of similar to, Goodison, I think we were saying on the previews, just that going into that game, the first 5 to 10, 15 minutes are going to be so crucial to Man United. And if United can nick a goal, great. But I think, you know, if you can just have in your back pocket that the ball retention is good, we're not giving them the ball, we're making them chase shadows for the first half at least, you know, that's going to leave us in good stead. The atmosphere is going to be literally hostile. It's going to be welcome. They don't say welcome to hell for no reason. Do you know what I mean? Their fans are amazing in the sense of they will back their team and they will let the other team know. So that's going to be new for players like Kobbie coming in and maybe a few of the other United players. But I think we have enough quality, and I think that Ten Hag knows how important this is. He's going to string a game plan together. But you're right, the levels will definitely have to be up for this game. Can't get away with the stuff we got away with at Everton.
And last time we said, is VAR going to play a part? Is VAR going to play a part again?
I think it does. Weirdly enough, I think it does. I see a penalty in the game. Could be for us, could be for them. And there's going to be a card, I think. I think there's going to be a card in it as well. I think there's going to be a card. Definitely going to be a card. Yellow card, red card. Well, red card, yeah.
In every Champions League game we've played.
Crazy. That's crazy. It's amazing in one aspect, but it's crazy on the other. It's just like
odds, like the betting odds on what that would be going in. You know what I mean? In every Champions League game, Man United are going to concede a penalty. Oh my God. And the thing is, you're right. Like, I can't rule out it not happening again because it's United, VAR, UEFA decision making as well. Obviously, the threshold's much lower in the Champions League. So you're right. Look, VAR is going to have a part to play because it always does. Nevertheless, look, DJ, prediction time. I don't think either of us went with a 3-0 last time. And I don't think either of us are going to go with one this time around. I think we both went with wins, though.
Yeah.
I suppose the question is, it's a two-pronged question, actually. One, what's your prediction? Or first, actually, are we still going to be in the Champions League by the end of tomorrow? And what's your prediction?
Are we still going to be in the Champions League? I think yes. I think we will be. And I think that the game is going to be end-to-end stuff. I think there's going to be some cards in this game, definitely. And just before I give you my score prediction, I'm going to say this. I think that this game stylistically is set up for us to lose in a sense, because you mentioned, you were in UEFA, the threshold is low. And when you're going into a fiery atmosphere like we're going to be going into tomorrow, our players are going to run that little bit harder. They're going to put tackles in a little bit harder. Now, you mistime those tackles, the ref will start getting on our backs. And that's when the cards and discipline start coming into play. So we have to really manage that. But here's my prediction. I think Manchester United win 1-0. Very close, tight-edged game. I think Galatasaray will hit the bar. I think they'll hit the post. I think they may have a goal disallowed. I think it's going to be all types of drama tomorrow.
I'm going to go with Manchester United will be in the Champions League. It will go to that final game against Bayern Munich. And I predict that despite all of the, I don't know what's going on. And despite me actually being a massive hypocrite and saying on every show recently that we're going to lose, Manchester United will win 3-1. Yes, 3. We will score 3 goals. Do you know why, DJ? Because I was just sitting there. I was thinking, well, against Copenhagen, we scored 2. And if the red card hadn't happened, we'd have scored way more before the red card. And we ended up still scoring a 3rd. So we scored 3 in that game. We scored 3 at the weekend. Recently, we scored a couple of goals.
We're scoring goals now. So,
a couple of goals. We've got some quality. And Galatasaray concede goals as well. Scored 2 against them at Old Trafford earlier on in the season. So, we're going to...
Okay, wow. Wow, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. I'm pleasantly surprised.
Nor did I. Just sometimes it's got to be in the moment. So I'm going to go 3-1. DG's going a 1-0. But we're both saying that it's going to go down to the final game against Bayern Munich. Just a bit more sort of tidbits about the Bayern Munich Copenhagen situation. If Bayern beat Copenhagen, then all we've got to do is beat Bayern and go through. I say all, but we've got to beat Bayern and go through. Unless Copenhagen beat Bayern Munich, our future is totally in our hands. If they do beat Bayern, then potentially they could beat Galatasaray and they could pip us, even if we get 9 points in the end. But still, it's in our hands at the moment. And that's all we can do. We can control our own destiny, and that's what we're going to do. Be sure to smash a like on the like button, guys. Be sure to subscribe bottom right-hand corner. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our takes. Let us know your predictions in terms of the scoreline, the team news, and everything above and below. We're going to how, actually. Welcome to how. So I guess below as opposed to above.
Well, we're the Red Devils, aren't we? So it'll be good.
Exactly, DJ. That's what I was going to say. We made a deal with the devil, and we're going to how. We're out of there. Peace.